You ready? What I'm about to put on the screen will make some of you uncomfortable because the church has not been honest to this for far too long. You ready? Now I've raised the anticipation. Here it is. Nowhere in the New Testament are Christians commanded to give a tenth of their income or a tithe to God as an offering. If we're going to be accurate with how we handle the truth of the scriptures, then this has to be declared. Nowhere in the New Testament are Christians commanded to give a tenth of their income to God as an offering, and the Old Testament commands to do so do not apply to Christians. You say, what? That's not what I've heard all my life. I know. You know why? Because preachers like to use the Old Testament tithe as a way to have financial leverage in your life so you'll give to their church. See, the truth of the matter is that Christians teach theologically that Jesus Christ died on the cross, he was buried, and he rose again. And when he did, all of the impact, all of the designs, all of the requirements of the Mosaic law were now rendered null and void. We no longer had to obey the law in order to be righteous in God's sight. What we had to do is place our faith in Jesus Christ and his work. So if in fact all of the requirements of righteousness in the Mosaic law were now null and void, then that includes tithing. And to simply pick and choose which one of the commandments of the Old Testament you want to keep so that you can kind of have this leverage in people's lives, that's disingenuous and it's unfair and it's not an accurate portrayal of God's thoughts toward us on this subject. So if in fact, through the death, the burial, and the resurrection of Jesus Christ, the Mosaic law is no longer in effect as a way that a person is made right with God, then that includes tithing, and we can't insist on it. But that doesn't mean that the spirit and the idea and the concept of giving just went away. It just changed, and we have to understand that.